Hi, it's Brian Berg with BB Direct. Today we're talking about small business brand development. Do you think that this exercise is only meant for the largest of companies with the biggest of budgets? No. It's actually vital for the smaller businesses, and we're going to talk about that today. Stay tuned. Today we're talking about the importance of small business brand development. We want to do this from the moment you start your business or even before. When you start your business, spend the time to understand the competition in your same marketplace. Spend the time understanding who is selling your products and services to the same people that you're attempting to sell the same products and services to. And articulate a message that speaks about your company and how you differentiate yourself among the other competitors. Know that if a larger company has been saying the same thing over and over for years, it's likely because it works, while other companies may be testing certain messaging and it may not work, but they're tests. So don't necessarily copy somebody else, but look for opportunities where you can carve out your own niche, differentiate yourself among the competitors. So following and developing a brand and not developing a brand gives you two different outcomes. One, it takes a lot more time to develop and consider all the variations of what your messaging is going to be and how you're going to differentiate yourself based on the competition. Understanding the customers and their needs, maybe surveying them, a lot of time and energy goes into how you're going to best put together that really short message that speaks to your customers and prospects over and over again. It helps with brand recognition, it helps with developing trust, it also helps with your employees, giving them direction and motivation and how they're going to articulate your products and services at the face-to-face customer service level among the competition that's also attempting to win that business of those customers. If you don't, you'll save time and you'll also be able to test a lot more. You can focus on your product and service, you can focus on the delivery of that, and focus on that particular customer's need and this particular customer's need, which, albeit good, you can maybe close some initial good sales, but are you really serving the company's best interest? No, you're not, because you're really going to end up spinning your wheels a lot and recreating your brand and recreating your message over time. It causes marketplace confusion if the same individual and same customer prospect sees different messages from your company. Who are they and what are they exactly and what are they offering? Whereas your competitor is saying the same thing over time, that's going to build brand, it's going to build recognition, it's going to develop trust. Ultimately, you're going to increase the value of your company and you're going to save time over time because you can then use the same marketing for your new branches that come about. The same sales individuals can replicate and easily be trained to focus on that segment of the population that you are focused on because they're all going to be saying the same thing. So training becomes more efficient and the delivery is better. You can then add on new services and products to reach out to new customers that might be outside of that niche that you've carved out. But it's super important to say the same thing to everybody repetitively to get the same outcome repetitively. So it's more scalable by developing your brand initially. Conversely, if you don't develop a brand, you're going to be lacking recognition, your cost for customers acquisition is going to go up, and you're going to develop uncertainty about the company. So, point of differentiation. What is it that you are differentiating your company among other companies? Consider your company is not a business but an individual, a person if you will, and develop the individuality of your company as it relates to the rest. Carve out that niche. Identify the opportunity niche, the opportunity for you to differentiate yourselves and deliver the same products and services, maybe in a different way, maybe in a different message. If you can evoke some emotion to it, focus on peace over fear or fun over boredom. Developing an emotional appeal is going to help your company be more memorable. Who is your customer? How do you reach them and what do you say? Well, Understanding your customer is just as important as understanding your competition. It's even more so important. So if you can try to not be all things to all people, but again, begin by carving out your own niche, it's so important. And how you approach those individuals will help you in articulating the message of what it is you want to say. So if you look at your population of prospects, are you reaching to the broad audience of everybody within a geographic area, or are you looking for only those specific homeowners with a certain home value? If you're speaking to a broader audience, you can look at age and look at generational marketing attributes. You can consider saying the same message a little differently through the different channels and mediums that reach those particular segments. But overall, your brand should be consistent across all customers and all segments. And lastly, keep it simple. The best thing to do is to be able to articulate your brand simply and consistently. It should be an elevator pitch of 60 seconds or much less. It could be 3 words, but when a client thinks about all the different providers of products and services in your area, what do they think about yours? What is your company identified with immediately, just off the cuff? That is your brand, essentially. And the simpler you can do it, the better off you're going to be in having brand recognition and therefore trust that's developed around your brand.